疑神疑鬼带你亲身体验。
You're all gone. What I can do is only I can find him in his astral body. Astral body, I told you, is still around, right? I go to the astral body dimension. So astral body dimension is also like in between dimension. Alright? Until they evaporate, then they are no more there, right? Whoever made the show Constantine, only Constantine is colorful, right? Got fire, got wind, got everything. But if you really go to this in-between world, this different dimension, it's like you're watching black and white film. Everything is black and white. You go to this place, all black and white. Human also look black and white. Everything black and white or greyish. There is no such thing as color. But when you go in the show they show like windy and all, you know, this Keanu Reeves, right? Go and look for this, the twin sister and all, right? But no, it wasn't like that. When you go inside, you actually feel that it's a big vacuum. You're inside a vacuum that you feel that every part of your body is tearing. When you go in, like every part of your body is literally people are pulling apart, tearing, you know. That's the feeling, and it's a lousy feeling. Can you imagine? Like you're being pulled. I managed to get the father, managed to let her talk to the father, you know, like the scions and all things like that. But after that, I got sick for 1 week. After I became sick for 1 week, because like my soul nearly been torn apart. So that kind of thing also I don't do anymore. Alright. What I do now is like my grandma have taught me, my great grandmother have taught us psychic ability. Now how do I know I became a psychic? And I was a very insensitive psychic. Because let's say in school days, I see you. Hey, you know what now? You're gonna get a boyfriend soon, no? Really? Yeah. Or die, someone gonna potong jalan you, your boyfriend will run away. And every time I say something will happen, then all my friends will tell me, hey, Jen, go interview. Can get not? Cannot, don't waste time. You make me swear, I turn the interview, you say cannot get. I say, you cannot get what? And then she went, she really cannot get. And then sometimes I see a friend, I tell you, hey, you're going for interview tomorrow? No. Yeah. Then a few hours later, there will be a call calling her for interview. And then after she got the job. You know, that kind of thing. And I was also insensitive. Let's say I know your friend for the first time. Hi. You're Jason. I say, hey Jason, hi. You got nose cancer. So insensitive, no. And people got no nose cancer, you see. And then 2-3 months later, people found out you got nose cancer. So they think I make them sway. So you see, the thing is this, because I did not know I can see the future. So slowly, my grandma trained me. Great grandma, I mean, and slowly I managed to find a Taiwanese master, a very strong psychic, who tells me what I can do and teach me how to enhance my psychic ability. So now when I do reading for people, I read for them in general, and I tell them exactly what is happening to their life, what are the indications, but like I say, indication you can change, right? And then I also see how I can help them anyway. Right? But I have people who comes to me, okay, who maybe there was a woman who came to me and she said that her son has been possessed. Alright? So what happened is he brought the son here. The moment the son come to my front door, he refused to come in. He was screaming and screaming and screaming, and he's not a small boy, you know. He's about 11 or 12 years old. Like, you know, you want to pull this boy, 11, 12 years. It's not easy because he can fight back. You know. Was screaming and he kicked his mother and things like that with his aunt. To the extent they cannot bring him in, they have to bring him home. Alright? The next day, the mother came with the dad. Daddy can control what? So brought him into the house. And I did cleansing over here for him. Okay, what happened was, he played with the game called Ouija board. Okay? Ouija board is actually something not clean. And Ouija board is actually a game of spirits. Now when you put your finger in the center, right, and then you see the thing move here and there, right, you actually is using your energy. People say because energy together, you know, you start moving here and there, 1, 2, 3, things like that. But actually when you use the Ouija board, it actually calls a spirit to come in. Last time we used to call this, we used to make our own when we were young, we call it the spirit of the coin. Spirit of the coin, please come in, or things like that. So Ouija board actually bring back spirit. But if it doesn't stop and you take out your hand, the spirit stay in the house. And this boy, what happened is, he got the spirit into him. Okay? Got into him. And you saw the show Exorcist? Okay. It's a little bit like Exorcist, but not like that extent. You know? He was 11 years old. He will go to his mother room, mother sleeping, he will try to put his mother panty down, you know, or, you know, he will purposely go to his mom's and father's room, and then they don't know what he's doing, but actually he shit on the bed and things like that. Funny things, okay? And then he has a little sister who's about 4 or 5 years old then. Every now and then, he like to take a pillow and like cover the sister, like want to kill the sister, you know, okay? Like a bit crazy like that, you know. And he, in school, okay, he will go to the teacher, you know, and then he purposely like what you put the leg in such a way that the teacher will fall down and things like that, you know. He do a lot of funny things, you know. And then, which is not his normal self.
Actions that he cannot explain.
Yeah, action that
cannot explain.
Yeah,
why
action, and the thing is what, you know, he is a very quiet boy. He's the nerdy, wear spec, quiet boy, and suddenly can become so rebellious, naughty, you know. It's unlike him. At 11 or 12 years old, you ask him to go to McDonald's to ask extra additional chili, he also scared. He frightened the waiter, or someone will scold him. He said, no, mommy don't want, he give me the chili already. You ask me to ask someone chili with the man scold me. He is very timid. And now it's the other way around. No? And then he eat halfway his meal, he will just bang on the table and say, I don't like what you cook. And he walk out on the table, dining table. You know. So he came here. What happened is he liked to play this Ouija board with his friend. Okay? His friend, they come to the house to play Ouija board with him. He managed to get himself another male spirit, a little boy spirit. Okay? And this little boy who died, okay, was a Down syndrome child. This boy that died was a Down syndrome child. But he died because he was murdered by his own parents. Indirectly murdered by being poisoned day to day, bit by bit. Because Down syndrome, they cannot cope. They cannot cope, you see. So they poisoned their own son. Okay? In which century the son come from, where he come from, this boy come from, I do not know. When I exorcised this boy out, okay, I exorcised, I saw the spirit. And the spirit was very angry with me because, you know, because I took him out from the body. Because a spirit cannot go inside another body and so easily. If they can, all of you all will get possessed, what? You know what I mean? Only if the body believe in such thing and they play in such thing, allow it, you see. So for the spirit to fight another little boy, control his body and do what he wants is difficult. Alright, but we managed to get rid of it.
So you will not be able to say help solve crimes?
Yeah?
Murder crimes? Homicide cases?
Okay. The reason why I do not want to do this is for a reason is, I don't want to mention, but there was somebody who asked me to help the police at one time. But I didn't want to see, I have a family still. Another kiasu. They cannot get me if I do go help a certain crime, right? The police can say that I will block the identity of your family or who is the person. But you know, things can be leaked out anytime. Alright? If they come for me, it's okay. What if they come for my family? They are innocent, what, right? So for this type of thing, I think it is something the police have to do themselves and something that I will not get involved. That's the reason why.
So maybe later on we can get you to do a little demonstration.
On healing? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. First thing you must understand, everybody auras are very dirty and thick. Why is that so? Because it is caused by our parents. We got very imbalanced chakras and everything because of our parents. The chakra come in 7 colors, rainbow colors. Some books say, you know, violet, you know, purple, blue. Yes, they come all these colors, exact colors. But only these colors come to people that are normal. Abnormal people will have the 7 colors, but not in order. In other words, say the ear shape will be purple, right? The purple may be here, or the brown may be top or bottom. When people are born with the chakras colors all mixed up, this person are not normal. That means this person born blind, mute, deaf, deaf or handicapped, the chakras are not normal color. As long as your chakra are normal color, that means you're a normal human being lah. But that does not mean you cannot be a murderer also. You know, you can be a murderer and things like that. So these chakras, okay, when they are born, they are all according to the colors, only the shade. Maybe the throat supposed to be light blue, but you're born with a dark blue throat color. So if your blue is darker than normal, that means maybe you're born with verbal diarrhea, very talkative. If purple color is too light, maybe because you're introvert. All this tells you your characteristic and things like that. Alright, now, what happened about these chakras? Okay, these chakras were they are born not already nice color, but they all move in one direction. From the front, you see them move in a circle anti-clockwise. From the back, they move clockwise. Alright, and they are all aligned in the center of the body. But as years goes by, you know that now that you're grown up, you notice that life is more miserable than you're young. Young life is so happy, go to school,
just play.
no worry and things like that, right? No responsibility, and you got more and more. Or sometimes even in your teenage years already you feel frustrated, things happen and all. Why is that so? It's all caused by our parents. Our parents are the one that actually make our chakra go imbalance. Instead of all going one way, some went the opposite way, and some went faster and slower, and all go all over the place because of our foundation. Which parent don't tell their child this? Every parent tell your child this. You don't be naughty, You naughty, wait the policeman catch you, or you fall down, or you know, sometimes they can go to extent. Your sister is so smart, can get first skill. Why you cannot get? Why must you come in number 2 or number 3? Or some parents may even make their children feel bad. You know, I got a friend, she's so lucky, you know. She only got 2 kids, but her kids every month, each child give her 1,500. And then it make you feel bad. Oh no, I only earning how much? Only giving my mother 200. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So actually, our parents' behavior is the one that make our chakra go imbalance. They are the first stage. And after that, we go to work, and then we have those gossip peers, fighting with peers, challenging. That's how our chakras all become very weird. Then you get healers who tell you, I can balance your chakra, I can align your chakra. Then you go and see this healer, they align you and things like that. After a few months or few days, it's back to square one. Right? Can any healer really balance your chakra or heal you? Yes and no. Provided you have faith and provided you want to use the healer very long. Alright? Example, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Now, you want to be an expert in using your left hand to write. How long will it take you to practice to be as good as your right hand?
20 years?
Maybe more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if your chakra is also imbalanced, you think you go to a healer, one time he do everything will be okay? You have to go to a healer for months, sometimes 1 or 2 years or 3 years before he can actually balance 2 or 3 chakra. What they will balance, once they balance the chakra will influence other chakras to be balanced, and slowly if they move all the same way, they will go slowly in line. You got that? So even in healing, if you go for healers, you go for healing, and then you expect the healers to do wonders, he only can help you temporarily. Unless you go to him on a very regular basis to slowly make it better. Where do you want to find ghosts and spirit the most? You go to temple and church. Temple and churches has the most spirit and ghosts. For those who want to know where to find spirit or ghosts. Why is that so? Because these are considered holy places, clean places. Spirit and ghosts, sometimes if I die, it's not my time. I want a fast redemption so I can continue in another life. Then to be a wandering spirit here. So you find a lot of spirit and ghosts on the rooftop of church, temples and things like that. Malls and all. Because they want to get good energy and they want redemption. Alright? The only thing, even if you're talking about the Kuan Yin temple at Waterloo Street, you know they have big urns, they put joystick. Even in the grounds, you can see all the ghosts and spirit. The only thing is, if the energy is very strong inside the temple itself, they cannot go in. But all around they can. Alright? And then there are people who go and bathe flowers. They go inside, put flowers. They come out, they go and bathe. They bathe for 7 days, still very sway. Why? Because You put in, you're asking for positive energy. The flowers is full of positive energy. The moment you bring the flowers out of the entrance of the door, all the negative thing want to go to the flowers. So by the time you go back, very sway. So you notice people who pay flowers, 7 days of paying, instead of getting better, become more sway. Right? Same thing.
How
So
about graveyards?
Graveyards also got negativity. Just as, in fact, a lot of people think graveyard got the most ghosts and spirit.
Is that so?
No. The most ghosts and spirit are the sea and the churches and the temples. Because they literally cling there because they want redemption.
So graveyards cannot give them redemptions at all.
What can give them say? They just look themselves inside the hole. Oh my God, I'm still in the hole. My body rotten, I'm still here. I can't do anything. You know? If they go church or temple, because it's still a belief. Religious belief. Because when these people are alive, they all got religion one way or another. Right? So they believe a religion can help them. And religion also comes in a form of belief. In a form of good energy. Whatever religion, which religion tell you to kill? There are some though, you know. But whichever religion tell you to kill, to steal, every religion will tell you good things, right? So of course, if it's the temple of God or the church of God or whatever, it has to be clean, right? People all to go there and pray and everything. So this spirit and ghosts also want to go there for redemption. So if you really want to know where you have a lot, churches and temples have the most.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny.
Right.